Let's wait till we get to 0 viewers here. Heck yeah. Excellent.
Put me another bottle of that Jack, will you? Yeah. I think I'm gonna get tanked tonight.
What's the matter?
One long, goddamn hot, miserable shit-ass fucking day every inch of the way.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal.
What's up? Yeah, how's everyone doing? It's true, it has been a long, hot, miserable summer down here in the FLA. Pay no mind to the crying baby that you hear there. So we got some shit to get into here tonight. It was a good week. You ready, Ronnie? You ready to roll? I think we're ready here. I think we're set. Short week. A lot of news, though, to go into. What the hell? Sorry, I got logged out here from my my notes. Where are we at? Okay, so this week we got some things to talk about. First thing in the news was Russiagate 2.0. Basically, the Department of Justice decided to indict some people, some right-wing pundits, for colluding with Russia, allegedly, to create content, I suppose, that is pro-Russia, that somehow, I gather, would influence the election, the 2024 election here in the United States. So that's that in a nutshell. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Let me see if we can get a over the shoulder going here. Okay, so right-wing pundits allegedly funded by Russia. What to know about DOJ indictment? Now, if you watch Tim Pool, if you get served up Benny Johnson, I get served up a lot of Benny Johnson. I never really watched his stuff, but Tim Pool I watched quite a bit, so this was initially pretty shocking to me. Justice Department filed an indictment Wednesday accusing the Kremlin of pouring millions into a media company linked to prominent online right-wing commentators as part of an influence operation pushing pro-Russia propaganda and disinformation on social media. So I guess, you know, the crux of it is this company called Tenet Media. Looks like they're based out of Tennessee, as you know most Russian outfits are, in my experience. They had business with 6 prominent right-wing social media personalities. Tim Pool. So right there, that's not accurate, because I wouldn't consider Tim Pool as a right-wing person. I mean, there was a time not too long ago where he was a milk toast fence sitter, I believe is the term. Benny Johnson, Dave Rubin, Lauren Southern, Taylor Hansen, and Matt Christensen as part of its talent roster. Okay. DOJ's indictment alleges 2 Russian state media employees covertly poured $10 million into the company to publish English language videos on various social media platforms spouting views that are often consistent with the government of Russia's interest in amplifying U.S. domestic divisions. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I mean, look, I can go down that path. Certainly there are countries who seem to potentially it would potentially be beneficial, and maybe they potentially have been stoking division in our country, right? Okay, fine. Let's go down that path. But would it just be Russia, first of all? And why is it just Russia that we're looking at in this instance? I mean, maybe the answer is obvious. Maybe the answer is clear. But I guess my point is I start to uncover and unpeel this onion here, and I start to see things that it doesn't quite feel right to me, as though we're just talking about, oh, this could be an issue. You know, we got to get ahead of this. We got to make sure that you know, people don't hear this propaganda. Well, right therein lies the rub, because I got it on my phone here, screenshot. I'll try to post a link here, but let me see if I can find this, because the Department of Justice, or I believe that's who it was. I don't know. I was reading an article, and it was kind of part of the article, but I'll go through my 1,000 screenshots here. The Department of Justice I don't have it in there. Sorry. I'm a little ill-prepared here. The Department of Justice. They seized like 20 or 30 domains, I believe domain names, and I think it said something like 6 influencer shows or something like that, and didn't give any specifics about what that was or why they seized that. Very strange that there's no specifics to any of the allegations. There's nothing really concrete anywhere. The only thing that's kind of concrete is this person here, Lauren Chen. So I know I've seen some of her content come up a couple of times. I don't know. I remember remarking something about it, but didn't really watch it. And it seems that, there you go. Who's Lauren Chen? What to know about the influencer behind alleged Russia-funded outlet. About the alleged influencer behind, about the influencer behind the alleged Russia-funded outlet. So she apparently founded this Tenet Media with her husband. Chen founded Tenet Media with Liam Donovan, who identifies himself as Chen's husband on Instagram. He identifies himself as her husband on Instagram. Like, that's some lazy ass journalism, dude. Like, fucking verify or just don't write it that way. That's strange. On January 19th, though, Tennessee Business Records identified Chen under the name Lauren Tam. Oh, okay. Well, I guess there you go. Tenet Media, not directly named by the DOJ, was accused earlier this week of being funded by the Kremlin in a larger effort to get right-wing influencers to push pro-Russia propaganda on social media. Okay, great. What is it? What is it? Tell us what it is. Tell us what that is. YouTube removed at least 4 channels associated with Chen, including her main channel and a pop culture channel, Mediaholic, after careful review by the site in its ongoing investigation to combat influence operations, the company told Forbes. Chen, who was not named or alluded to by the DOJ, has posted praise for Russian President Vladimir Putin and criticism for President Joe Biden. Oh my God. Well, she must be an operative then, who Chen said could not finish a cohesive sentence while Putin could give a 2-hour dissertation on Russia's history and its place on the world stage. I mean, accurate, fucking accurate. Sorry, that's just a fact. Chen also identifies herself, there's a lot of identifying going on, as a video host for Blaze Media. I mean, why does she have to identify herself? Why can't you just say Chen is also a host for Blaze Media? That would have been sufficient. A conservative media organization that reportedly terminated Chen's contract shortly after the DOJ's indictment, and that's what this one's about here. So they fire her immediately after the indictment. Well, you know how that goes. You can't really rely on an employer to be loyal these days, but then again, employees aren't exactly loyal either. So let's not mince words or something. Anyway, I think what it comes down to is this for me. So we're coming up on an election, right? And just like, well, not just like, but I think worse than it was in 2020, there's all of a sudden some interesting things happening with the government stepping in to combat misinformation about the election. Now, as soon as, Trump turns it around and says, I don't believe the election was fair, well, then that is an incitement to violence, and that's, the January 6th, and the rest is history. But it seems to me that all of this stuff that goes on behind the scenes now, where it looks to me like they're trying to silence influencers on YouTube who tend to lean to the right. I mean, that's totally fine to say, well, we're going to shut you down because we believe there could be some Russian interference. It's like, well, I mean, I just don't know, man. But at this point, how can we trust anything? Tennessee-based Company One allegedly operated a Kremlin-led disinformation campaign. So I'm sitting over here thinking, oh shit, dude, I have been the target of a mass delusional campaign, or a mass delusional. Jesus, I gotta drink some more. A campaign to red pill everybody in our society, and I fell for it, and everyone else around me has been or isn't complete idiots. They're actually right. But then I thought, no, Everyone around me is actually complete idiots, and that's the answer. I mean, it all comes down to this. At the end of the day, it's we're living in Loserville, people. We are living in Loserville. And I'm not talking about the Democratic National Convention. I'm not talking about the crazy ass people that are going walking around out there in the world. I'm talking about actual fucking Loserville. I'm talking about Fred Durst's summer tour featuring Limp Bizkit and Corey Feldman, known as Loserville. This shit is just off the chain. It came to Tampa and I missed it, and I'm kind of pissed because I had no idea it was going on until it was. You know, I mean, what are we doing here? Can we get a capture here, guys? Please. Please. Here we go. Boom. Loserville. So, all right. So, Loserville is a tour. Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit apparently set up, and as the name would suggest, the idea is, I think, to just get bands that are just kind of off the beaten path and kind of losers together. Maybe people who the industry has either discarded or never even paid attention to begin with, together to play shows, similar to like a Juggalo kind of event, it seems, where they're really, you know, trying to create a culture around it and everything. It's fucking something, dude. I'm into it. So
I love the vibe of it. I love what we're gonna do. We're the underdogs and we're about to wreck the country. I fucking love it.
Corey, so Loserville.
Corey Feldman.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
You know, but it's actually Loserville.
What? What do you mean Loserville? What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Are we gonna have matching wardrobes on this tour?
Wait, hold on, stop everything. Why would I want to be a part of some shit like that?
I mean, I thought, you know, we get shit on all the time. We're the underdogs. Nobody really wants. We're like a weed that comes up out of your garden and just keeps getting chopped down. That's basically the story of our lives. You know, I'm not sure about yours, Corey, but Loserville just felt like, hey, man, let's lean into it a little bit.
What
you
a
know?
concept. Whoa. It's like the Goonies. Whoa.
It's the Goonies. Corey, what's your favorite
It's the Goonies of music.
Oh, I forgot the name. I'm bad with names.
Yeah, this shit is just endless entertainment. Fred Durst in his pajamas and beanie for some reason with some Oakleys on. I don't even know what's going on with that. He's a hot mess these days. But I think it's what he said, just leaning into being losers. But the reason I bring it up is because I don't think people can truly appreciate. Let me see if I can find a video real quick here, whether he's playing at Loserville or something. I don't think people can appreciate what Corey Feldman's doing these days. This shit is wild. So I remember I was in Gainesville years ago, and he came through town, and people were like, you got to go check out Corey Haim's music, man. It's fucking wild. I'm like, okay, right on. He's probably like I was thinking he's in some kind of, you know, rock band. Like you see like Johnny Depp like up there with his guitar just like slushing around the stage, you know, or jamming with Keith Richards and shit. And I'm thinking, okay, it's probably one of those kinds of things, you know, like some fucking Viper Room rock or something, you know. And no. Corey Feldman is basically like the worst Michael Jackson impressionist ever of all time that you could ever possibly see, like, or imagine. Let Let's see. Let's see if maybe we can get a Loserville performance. Delusional Corey Feldman is back at it again. There we go, baby. Corey Feldman singing in concert at Loserville. Okay, let's try this one. Let's see if this one's kind of unnarrated here. Okay, here we go. Let's check this one here real quick. Okay, all right, yeah, let's get it. Okay. I mean, okay, you know. Dude, I don't know, man. I don't even know. Hold on. So his all right. I don't even know how to break that down. His outfit is fucking ridiculous. But his band, it's like Corey's Angels. It's just like a bunch of chicks backing him up that seem to get rotated out quite a bit. Here we go, Today Show. Okay, let's see this one here. This will be a little more produced here. Man, already right off the bat, like, what the fuck, dude? Yes. See, in his mind, he is the shit. He's crushing it in his mind. How is he so current? How is his music so current? How is it so terrible? Get it, dude. I can't. It's like a car crash. You really can't look away. Shit. Sorry, I just had a little glitch here, but holy shit. Okay, if we're still alive here and you guys have saw that, I don't know. Let's break it down. So I think he's about to go into a signature dance move here. I really don't know. I don't know where to begin, except that, like I said, he's like the worst Michael Jackson impressionist that you could ever imagine. Like he knows like kind of half moves, you know, but he doesn't really do them very well. But you can tell that in his mind, it's every bit Michael Jackson, and that his singing is every bit that unique and monumental. I don't think anyone around him is telling him that it's not. Like, he needs Simon Cowell, man, to just no, this is not going to happen for you. You need to stop it. Try acting again or something. I don't know why he doesn't just do that. I mean, I'm sure he could get some acting gigs. Damn. Here we go. Here we go, dude. Yes. Hang on. It's like watch him. He's got this look like I'm working over here, man. I'm working it. You know, he's working it, you know, in his mind. It's going off. Damn, dude. Hell yeah. This guy's gonna try to come and save it. Ain't nothing gonna save this, brother. Oh. That's not even on rhythm. Wow, that was kind of it. He said, "Woo!" Oh my God. Dude. Here we go. Well, he's doing his thing. He's doing. Look, he's throwing it down. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. I mean, anytime you're gonna say get it that many times in a song, which one time would be one time too many, you really have to start questioning yourself and your songwriting abilities, I think, you know, or kind of what the purpose is of what you're doing with the song, or maybe even what the purpose is in your life in general. I think at that point is a good idea. But Loserville 2024, I think it rages on still. Let's take a look here. Loserville tour. Let's go dates, maybe. Welcome to Loserville. Coming soon to a city near you. Somerset, Wisconsin in, July. So that's past. Hang on. Yeah, it looks like we may be done. They may have crashed it into San Bernardino, California, and that was it. I'm tempted to sign up to this newsletter just to see what comes here. 2025, though, it's going down. It's definitely going down. 2025. I'm going to be there. I would travel a pretty decent distance to see Corey Feldman do that dance, dude, live, just doing his thing. Just getting it. Getting it. Just throwing it down in his mind. So what else? We had the Trump town hall the other night. I don't know if anybody watched that. That shit was incredible. Probably his best performance I've seen. Let's see. We got PBS fact-checking Trump's town hall. Fox News, Trump's top 5 moments. Trump takes questions at Fox News town hall. What Trump said during town hall in Harrisburg. What Trump said. Let's see if we can get some good clips on this here, because there was some humdingers. Let's see if we can get this here.
In Harrisburg last night, addressing thousands of people at the Farm Show complex during a Fox News Channel town hall event.
Taxes. Former President Trump took the stage at New Holland Arena for the 3rd time this year on Wednesday night.
Coming out like a boss.
Capacity restrictions, the bowl was less than half full, but the former president was still full-throated when speaking about his time in the White House.
I gave you the biggest tax cuts in the history of our country. If you let the Trump tax cuts expire, which she wants to do, she wants to terminate them. If you do that, you will suffer the biggest tax increase in history.
This time he's running with a record, and that record is piss poor.
Democratic State Representative Malcolm Kenyatta rejects the former president's assertion.
Donald Trump's only economic plan, and the only thing he actually accomplished as president, was cutting taxes for people who can afford memberships to his club.
At least it's a plan.
Host Sean Hannity, former President Trump discussed the weight of inflation.
Can't buy a home. They can't do anything. Your business is stopped up. You can't borrow money.
It's true.
I had interest rates at 2%. Now they're 10%, but you can't get the money.
Meanwhile, Vice President Kamala Harris addressed a crowd in New Hampshire on Wednesday, laying out her plan for economic success.
She's talking about helping people buy their first home. And expanding our housing stock in the first place. So building more.
She could do that now.
With that down payment.
Days ahead
why hasn't she done that in 4 years?
Mr. Trump spoke confidently.
I think you might give her the questions and give her the answers with the questions. I'm not sure it's going to help her.
So September 10th, I believe, is the debate. I'm going to try to live stream that. That shit is going to be hilarious. I don't know. We got to find the whole stream here. I didn't have a chance to pull it up. I just wanted to kind of touch on it. It was an incredible performance. I don't recall exactly a lot of what he was talking about, but he was just really on point, just really quick, was kind of fucking with Sean Hannity quite a bit. Trump attacks Kamala Harris, slams ABC during Fox Town Hall. Slams ABC? Like, what? He has slammed ABC.
It's a busy few days coming up on the campaign trail as well.
I can't find any just regular footage of it. Trump Town Hall full. He's an ignoramus. Trump's town hall with Fox was full of lies. 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 Trump's town hall with Hannity. Nothing. It's like, you can't find the full thing really anywhere. Let's check this out. I think we got some kind of a live feed here.
I always plan out. I do all this research to ask you questions. And we came here also to hear from the people of Harrisburg. Before we get to the people, I want to again introduce. We introduced them last night. on the show, Dave McCormick is the Republican Senate candidate from Pennsylvania. Senator, great to have you.
Man, Harrisburg looks like some ugly ass people, except for maybe this one back here, you know. But it's like an ugly ass city, man. Thank you.
You know, Mr. President, it's a scary time in the world. Our adversaries around the world, Iran, China, Russia, North Korea, are testing us. They're challenging us. We've lost deterrence. They think America's weak. They think America's on retreat.
Right.
And my question to you is, on day one, when you're back in the White House, how do we restore deterrence? How do we bring strength and capability back to our military? And how do we make sure that everybody in the world knows that America is back?
So thank you, David, and good luck with the race. It's really important that you win. I hope you're going to vote. He's a great gentleman and he's a great warrior. The first thing we have to do, we have to strengthen our country from within. And we have a lot of bad people from within, but we have to straighten it. We have to, number one, have a border like we had it 4 years ago, which was strong, where the wrong people didn't get in. We have to have that. The other thing, we want to become, again, energy independent. We were energy independent 4 years ago. And what we really want is energy dominance. And then, as you know, I rebuilt the entire...
Whatever happened with that pipeline that exploded? Did we ever find anything out about that?
Military, and we had it like nobody has ever had it before. And then this guy gave away $85 billion worth of equipment to Afghanistan. The most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. But we have a lot more than that. We rebuilt the military. We want to be strong, but we want to do it peace through strength. That's what we want. Peace through strength. We shouldn't have to use our military. But we're going to have the greatest military in the world. Thank you.
All right, ma'am, hi, what's your...
We shouldn't have to use our military, but it's going to be the greatest in the world. Look, I don't know. That's like the ending there. It was earlier in the night where he was just like firing shit back at Hannity and just little jabs and quibs and people were laughing and shit. I don't know. Well, I'm going to have to go back and watch it and maybe bring it up next time because I didn't have time to kind of pick out the good parts of it. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of scary to me that the DOJ is, you know, I don't know, what is it? Conjuring, creating, developing these indictments, indicting these indictments on these indictees, YouTubers, social media influencers who have like a right-leaning bent, who aren't even, I don't even see them as being, you know, far right, whatever that is. I don't really see anybody in a group that I would consider far right as a visible figure in this lexicon of the cultural zeitgeist right now. But I mean, if there is, it's not Tim Pool. I mean, the dude's just like some skater kid that started his own media company because he got sick of working for the man. If that's right wing, then paint me red and call me Ronnie. Ronnie. Miss you, brother. Leave you with a little John Kennedy here tonight. And I'm not talking about JFK, y'all. I'm talking about the man, the myth, the legend, Senator fucking John Kennedy. Let's hear you, brother.
Miss Perry, tell me the difference between res judicata and collateral estoppel.
Collateral estoppel is also known as issue preclusion. Res judicata is also known as claim preclusion. In issue preclusion, the question is whether the parties have previously litigated to their merits and finality.
Damn, good on her for being able to even answer that. I just thought he was making up words.
Conclusion, the question is similar, whether the parties have litigated to finality on the merits
She's nervous.
claims, and they would not be allowed to relitigate those.
Okay. Tell me the legal meaning of present sense impression.
Present sense impression is an exception to the hearsay rule. And in present sense exception cases, its general idea behind
Damn.
the exception is that a person
That'd be
is
rough
unlikely
going to
if they are simply
going to a job interview and being asked like the super technical questions, right? It's like, bitch, I know my job. But hey, good on him, man, and it sounds great coming from John Kennedy, man. Like, help me understand what medulla oblongata is. I want to understand.
giving their present recollection of exactly what is occurring as it is occurring, and therefore those statements
help me
in evidence.
Can you tell me?
By definition, hearsay.
Very good.
Very good now.
What is, we all pay taxes.
What?
I know you do because the FBI checked. They do a thorough background check. And I do too. What is income?
Well, the IRS regulations are extremely complex when it comes to
what the fuck?
But basically, it is anything of value that you receive throughout the year. So it could be gratuities, it could be wages.
Well, what if I? And I'm
what if I?
Go by to analyzing this. Let's suppose I go by. Let's suppose Senator Durbin starts a new company and he takes it public.
Let's suppose I have a lemonade stand. Okay?
To buy some stock because I believe in Dick Durbin, and I buy it at 10, and it goes to 20, and I'm feeling all warm and toasty, but I don't sell it. I want to just because I think it's going to go to 30 because I believe in Senator Durbin. Can government tax me even though I haven't sold it?
I am by no means
Yes.
a tax expert, and I would like no one to rely upon this tax advice. My understanding is that would be an unrealized capital gain, and you would be taxed upon it at the time that it is realized. But again, I am not a tax law expert.
Why is that? I mean, what's the basis for that?
Why am I not a tax law expert?
What's the basis for that?
I believe the basis for that is that those are somewhat imaginary gains that can rise or fall as the market rises or falls, and so they tax you upon it at the time that you actually realize that interest.
That's right. That's right. That would be you getting bent over and screwed by your government for every penny they can get from you and taxing every dollar they can as many times as they can until there's no dollar left.
Okay. Gentlemen, I'm sorry I'm out of time. I didn't get to ask you questions, but
I didn't even get to start here. I was just wondering what income is at this point. Damn. I mean, but for real, seriously, I don't understand that. I don't get that. Help me understand. What are these capital gains here? I don't know, folks. I wanted to jump on, see how y'all are. Get a little potty pod in. Hope y'all have a good week and a nice week ahead. Yeah, that's it. Remember not to like or share or subscribe to this channel. Don't tell anybody about it. Don't fucking share this shit with anyone. Last thing you can do is get us into some kind of situation where people know who we are and we have to pretend like we give a shit. So until next time, y'all enjoy yourselves, and we'll see you then.